strengthening institutional capacity, efficiency and effectiveness of the Court of Appeal and other courts has become a priority for the federal government. In line with this, President Bola Tinubu has transmitted amendment bill to the House of Representatives seeking to increase the number of Federal High Court judges from 70 to 90 and the Court of Appeal judges from 70 to 110. In a letter to the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, the President Tinubu noted that Section 1, Subsection 2 of the Federal High Court Act 2004 originally provided for a maximum of 50 judges and increased to 70 in 2005. I mean, today, President Tinubu seeking an increase of Federal High Court, judges. Talk to me. What's the significance of this?
Well, the significance is that you and I know that the wheel of justice in Nigeria grinds so slowly that it will take a civil case in a court that should normally take probably 6 months. It will drag on for years. They said there's no judge to allocate it to. There's paucity of that thing. So employing or promoting 60 senior judicial officers to the next level to reduce the work that is there for the Federal Court of Appeal and probably Supreme Court, I think it's because if there is enough judges on the bench of the Federal Court of Appeal, there is less work for the Supreme Court because they will dispense justice with alacrity and reduce the propensity of clients, of aggrieved people to go to the Supreme Court. Because naturally, when the judges of the Court of Appeal give a ruling, you expect little different from what the Supreme Court is going to do. So, because justice is the first condition of humanity, and the president employing 60 more judicial officers means that we want to give a quick space to the way we deliver justice, and it will change a lot of things in Nigeria. For instance, now, if at the end of the election, we have 3 months for people to go to court, so we want to have to spend 6 months after the president or governor has resolved, the case is still at the Court of Appeal or High Court. I think with the employing a number of people and the incentive for our judges who know that after they have retired, they have a future, I think we are going to deliver justice in the real sense of the word. I think it's a good move. I think it should be complemented by the National Judicial Council and the Nigerian Bar Association.
I mean, Dotun, why do you think this increase, matters now?
Now, when I saw it, I was quite happy. And I'm also praying that we are going to get to a point where we are going to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court. That's a constitutional matter.
Okay.
It is. And let's use Lagos Division of the Court of Appeal. It said for this month, that is January 2026, that they need to treat 360 cases.
360?
Lagos Division.
That if we now bring it the whole country.
20 divisions. So you can imagine, for them to want to reduce it and have decided to do 360 cases in this month, you can imagine the number of cases that
they have on their lap. And they have to be dispensed with.
And quickly too, because justice is about
delayed, just denied.
Quick dispensation. Because once you delay it, take for instance people who take their land cases to the court. Some are in the court for 40 years before they get dispensed by the Supreme Court. Let me use myself as an example. I bought a land somewhere in Abulega. We built. Before we built, they told us they have Supreme Court judgment. But because something happened along the line, they needed to go and enroll it again. So when they came back, they came to us for more money. But it's like we are buying the land afresh.
Exactly.
Now, I sold the land last year. They've done another form of enrollment. Going back to the Supreme Court, they are asking the president to come and pay 10 million. I guess we have a picture of what is now happening. And that's because, like, Justice Kudrat Kekere, the overall boss, said, for 2025, they delivered 369 judgments
Okay.
which was a 49% rise over that of 2024 to 2025 judicial year, the legal year. Now, and why did that happen? Somewhere in 2023, specifically December 21, 11 more judges were added to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Because there were 10 out of 21 operating. So that accounted for the 49% increase in the number of cases
personnel, yes,
they were able to take. I mean, so it's just logical. We need to put more men on the job. And indeed, we are not lacking in men of courage, men and women now, of courage, to get promoted, to get elevated. But you only elevate when there is room.
When there's funds and
for elevation, and when you have the money to do it. So what the government has told us basically now is, yes, Nigeria has more money. So we should take the judiciary serious. Don't forget, we just discussed Turkey.
Yes.
One of the fine points of an investor coming is to ask you, do I get justice if there is a problem?
Okay.
Yes, you can get justice. But the next question will be, how long does it take to get justice?
That's very key.
But so slow.
So you see, you can see that these things are intertwined.
Now, still talking about the judiciary, now beyond numbers now.
Yes.
What other reforms do you think should be pursued, to improve judicial efficiency in the country?
You see, one of the problems we have in this country is that whenever any government comes and they make policy or a pronouncement, people interpret it to mean some other things. When President Tinubu took over, exactly what he did in Lagos, he increased the salary of high court judges and court judges, at least as an investment. When you know that when you retire, I keep on saying it, when you retire at the age of 65 or 70, if you know that you have a roof over your head, by the time you assist the system, you will not be too corrupt. And because it helps to remove corruption, to reduce corruption, and to reduce the propensity to be corrupt. So I think we really need to put more in the judiciary. People delivering judgment, they don't have to fear about the future. Because when you have a fear about the future, it's like a teacher that by the time, at the end of the day, you are not sure whether your landlord will not throw you out. So you can take money from students and some other things. So I think we have to spend more money because this thing is a cycle. We have to take care of the judiciary. If you don't want the will of justice to grant so slow. Such that we also take care of the police and other systems that will make the judiciary to work. Yes. If there are not enough policemen to investigate cases, to do this thing, all these things will slow. If there are not enough judicial officers in the Ministry of Justice to prosecute cases, all these things will come down. So I think the president is on the right direction. No matter what people say, people in the judiciary, courts, they're on the bench. They have to enjoy the reasons. Because when a lawyer that is appearing before you, he has taken a brief of 100 million, and you a judge somewhere, probably at the end of the day, the take-home of the judge is not up to 700,000 naira. How do you prevent him from bending backwards?
Exactly.
And pervert justice?
But final question, beyond numbers, what other thing do you think? What other reforms?
Justice Kudirat Kekereku mentioned a few of them. Computerization, which is being done now. Remuneration,
which is key.
Which is very key and which is being worked on. Some moves, some had been achieved. So it's just to go higher. Judges are now more comfortable, but they can be more comfortable.
Yeah, true.
Pay their pension on time. One just got through. Somebody I know just got through under 2 years, maybe 1 year plus. Those are the kind of things that people want. Like you said,
absolutely.
You know that when I retire, I don't have to go and beg. And when I retire, I know that what is coming to me is sufficient.
For me to
absolutely. All right, I think it's a fine place for us to leave it, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having this conversation with us. Doctor,
thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. Yes, you can watch The repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangouts on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.